This blue dot's going on the air. Looks like he's going everywhere. With his pet Jenny and his blue dot family. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. On his first Naruto run. Looked like this blue dot was having fun. He is not a mouse. Moved from the shop to the house. With Marsha and his clan. This blue dot is the man. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. Looked like he was having fun. Looked like this blue dot is gonna run. He likes to say every day in his own special way. Are you shitting me? And he loves his blue dot family. We love John, he is the man. And we love this special clan. We are a blue dot family. And we like to
How y'all doing? What happened over here? Okay, why is everything? Okay, never mind. I fixed it. I fixed it. Technical issue right off the bat. I fixed it myself. How about that shit? How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday. We got a whole new week coming. There is no telling what kind of exciting adventures lay in front of us this week. We might, I don't know. Figure out car batteries if we just hook them up to our nipples. Well, hell, it cures coronavirus or something. Ain't no telling what he is going to come up with this week. But we are all waiting with bated breath what the little chicken shit has to say. He ain't showing himself here lately. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for showing up. It's Showtime, baby. Was the first one to jump in on Periscope. We appreciate it very much, Showtime. Always jumping in early. Joy Peters is here. Randy Kervin is here. I had a good chat with him on the phone the other day. I enjoyed your little letter thing there on your rant there, Randy. Elena Watson, Tim Cannonan, Debbie Marie, Karen Van Wyck, Adina Michael, Charles Stokel, Jeff Ballard, and Derek Shepard have joined us, along with Stephanie Dane, which means that Jay Clayton ain't too far away. How you doing, Jay? Hope everything's okay, buddy. Send her another bouquet of flowers, baby. She needs it. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope your Sunday went well. I hope your weekend went well. It's a beautiful day down here in South Texas. I wore my arm out today working on some old furniture that I'm trying to refurbish and get it in shape and make it look pretty and all that kind of stuff. But we had a good time with it, me and the boys. And, you are definitely one ignorant, corrupt, stupidest, worst president in American history. Reed Warden is on a rant here. We are better off than we were. Are you better off than 4 years ago? No, I don't think so. West Point is calling its cadets back because something went on by. Thank you, Reed Watson. I'll read that in a little bit. Joe Biden, and that's what she ends up with. Fems for Dems. There you go. Love it. Anyway, Teresa Diggum's here. Douglas Medland is here. Terry Butler, Sherry Pelletier. They're all here. I love it. Family meeting, baby. Well, We're about to open up the country in a lot of places come tomorrow. A lot of, Clorox 2. I haven't tried that one yet. Maybe we'll try Clorox 2. Anyway, we're about to open up in a lot of places across the country. Georgia, South Carolina's jumping in there, Arkansas. A lot of places are gonna start opening. And I noticed doing my little setup here, I'm trying to put things on the screen that mean something to me that I can quote. Thanks a lot. It just reloaded. There is a list here of every state in the union and their current case count and their change since last Friday, and there is and the percentage of change, and then a list of how many each state has in deaths. There's not one of those states that are in negative growth. Every one of them is in positive growth. Massachusetts, I'm looking at, has got an 18%, 19% growth since Friday. Since Friday, they've added 8,915 new cases. So while governors are around the state wondering, should we open up and let's just everybody go down to the movie theater? The answer is hell no. Don't go. Let the movie theater open. One or two customers, maybe, I guess. I don't know. How many would you feel comfortable sitting in a theater with? Not that many nowadays, baby. Not that many, but it is tragic. The top 10, New York being the top, with 288,000 plus cases, with 22,246 deaths. They're suffering the most. But the top 10, I see Texas comes in at number 10, baby, with 24,750 cases, with an additional 1,908 since Friday. That's an 8% increase since Friday. And my governor's just saying, yeah, let's get ready to crank it open here, baby. This ain't going to, get in the way of progress here. What's a few lives? According to Dan Patrick, not much. Your life is not worth as much as the stock market or some shit like that is. But it's sad. And I, like many others, are worried that a lot of these governors are going to jump the gun. They're going to open up. They're going to try to, please this moron of a president. Old Kemp down there in Georgia, he tried. That's what he was doing. I'm going to make Donnie happy. I'll be the first one to open up. Let's put them all out there. Let's see what happens. And then Donnie threw him under the bus, baby. Just flat out threw him under the bus. No, I don't agree with him. I think he's jumping the gun when Donnie pumped his ass up anyway. It's pitiful. It is, and it's scary. But anyway, we'll have more to discuss about that shit anyway. We want to welcome Aussie Dave to the room. Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, much better now, mate. Thank you.
Good. We're glad to hear your voice back in there. Out of the hospital now? You staying out of the hospital?
I'm not going anywhere near the place, mate.
Good. Stay the hell away from the places.
Couldn't get me there in a tow truck, mate.
Well, go if you have to,
they
but
couldn't keep me.
But bitch about it all the way there, buddy. That's the way.
Oh, mate. Those poor doctors are so run off their feet. I mean, here in Australia, it's not as bad, but you're watching the hospital in a big quandary and everyone running around and the stress on people's faces. It's to the public, to the people out there on the ground. They are seriously scared and seriously upset and worried, even in Australia, because we're handling it pretty poorly. I've got to say our Prime Minister is doing some stupid things, but nothing like America. But the people are concerned. But in America, I was shocked to know that in New York, you used to pick up the ambulance service used to pick up 25 bodies per day on an average year, people dying in their homes. This last week, it's been 250 a day being picked up from their homes, dead, been found dead. Old people who have died from the coronavirus and had no help.
Well, they have Australia on the chart I'm looking at here. They have 8,000. Oh, I'm sorry, I got to get glasses. 6,694 cases. You've had 33 since Friday. That's a flat, what they consider a 0% increase. when you've had 80 deaths is what is what it's reporting on the chart for everybody. I have a chart
We've
in
been
front of me
lucky.
with the countries and the states and
Excellent.
Yeah.
We've been lucky.
and
We
guess
really have been lucky. See, we haven't got the tourism that you have in America, which obviously that's where it came from. And obviously, businessmen going from New York to China and all that sort of stuff.
right.
And you were bound to get hit the hardest, but
Yeah,
you
we're
didn't
number
have
one,
to
baby.
have these many.
We're
You
number
didn't
one
have
in the
to have
world.
this. You had too many deaths for the what you could have done. What I'm saying here is
Yeah.
that you could have lost 25,000 people instead of 50 odd thousand,
Yeah, we're at
and it's going to be
54,400.
100,000.
Yeah. And we're going to hit that 60,000 mark that they were estimating, and I think we're going to go well above that. But anyway, Dave, take care of yourself down under. Let's go ahead and welcome T.W. Travis. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
Hanging in there? Got all settled into the new place there and everything?
Oh, I'm getting there.
Getting there.
We're dealing with a windstorm right now, and
Oh, shit.
but
Yeah, what's a little wind? Just
yeah,
don't.
the wind don't bother me. It's wish it would rain actually because it's been dry. So.
Yeah, we've been dry down here a little bit. A little rain wouldn't hurt.
It's like, it's so dry. Put it this way.
How dry
so
is it,
dry when
T.W.?
It's so dry when Mark goes to take a pee, dribbles come out.
Dribbles, baby. Dust. You know it's dry when it's just dust.
Yeah.
Velda, how are you doing, dear?
I'm doing just fine. Wayne's home.
Wayne is home. Outstanding news for the family. We appreciate it. Boy, that's good to hear. Good to hear.
Went in weighing 201 pounds. He come home weighing 184 pounds.
Ooh, I bet them abs is looking good.
They dropped.
Just tell him, get out. Get out what dropped. Tell him to get out the Speedo, baby. Summer's coming.
Oh, God, Bill, I didn't expect that shit.
They dropped.
What?
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
shit.
Is he nearby you?
Travis,
You're going to get hit with a stick.
What was that, Bill?
He
I'm
didn't
sorry.
pay attention. He didn't pay a damn bit of to his business to what I said. He can
Good.
hardly hear.
Good.
Oh,
He don't
I'm
wanna hear
figuring
that.
out. I'm just okay.
What happened to your abs, honey? Oh,
The thing is right now I'm for some reason really sleepy. I was actually gonna ask somebody. It's like, hey, does salmon make you sleepy? Because after eating,
salmon?
the salmon mom made for dinner, it's just like, man, I am very sleepy. So
I'm
just
stuffed.
that just broke me out into a laughing fit I did not expect to get into. It's
Happily
like, holy shit.
Honey, I need you to take me out of the room and bring me back. I can't hear TW.
You got it. I'll do that for you.
I'm not talking.
Yeah, well, nobody wants to hear you anyway. Go ahead and let her out and bring her back in. Bellica, baby, how are you?
I'm all right.
Good? How about a big hug?
And you?
I'm doing
Give
fine.
you a big one.
Thank you, baby.
Um,
How's everything down at your place? Everybody
That's-
fine?
Old. We're all right.
Good. Ain't had to whack nobody?
Not yet.
Not yet. Good.
We're a little squirrely. That's all that is.
Well, baby, we're glad you're with us. We haven't had you on the show in a while. We're glad to see you.
Oh, well, I guess that's what happens when you get on on time.
Yeah. Well, you're in the blue room all the time. What has been going on? What do you think about what's going on? You think they're opening up at the right time, or you think they ought to wait
Are
a
they?
little bit?
Excuse me. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Are they motherfucking insane?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They all suffer from a bad case of asclepitis, and it's spreading, ass to mouth all over the
You mean
GOP.
moron virus too? on
Yes,
top of it?
a moron virus. Yes, yes. But I hear they can fix everything now. Yeah, they're working on this new surgery where they cut your lungs open and spray Lysol in there, and just sew you back up. You'll
Oh yeah,
you'll
and
be
the
fine.
new one where they stick an ultraviolet light
Six-pack.
up your ass.
Yeah, there you
Packs
go.
On ice of Clorox bleach. There you
I
go.
seen that meme on Facebook. Somebody put on there, and it's a guy sure does shit got his pants down, his legs all the way up in the air, and got a Clorox bottle stuck up his butt. And it's about what he said. It is, all the, I said it on Friday when I came out on the show there. I felt like it was no matter what I said, there's already 1,000 memes by the time I did my rant on Friday, about Clorox up. I mean, a light bulb up your butt and Clorox up your, wazoo, whatever.
I hate to break in here, but
What?
okay, you everybody here.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the youngest here. You have all seen some crazy shit in your lives.
Yep.
I know every single one of you have. Y'all have lived through the craziest
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
But isn't it
The 60s,
just a
baby.
little sad that we live in an era now where the people who make Clorox, the people who make Lysol, they have to come out and make a public statement encouraging people not to ingest their products because of
That's sad.
something
Let
the
him do that.
president
Let Darwin
said.
do his thing.
Yeah, let him do his thing, but it's just so sad that
That
it
is
has
what
to
it
be
has come
said.
to.
Yeah, so it's like, Jesus.
I mean, like I said, okay, I would have
That's
been
why
one of the
they tell,
reporters, and I
got
would have
on
said to them,
in the news, when they came out with those little Tide Pods and all
Yes.
that other stuff, it looked like
Yes.
candy. Telling the
Yeah.
parents, you have got to keep it put away, please.
Yeah.
They
I
were.
mean, I would
they
have
were
said
ahead
to the
on their
president,
marketing,
hey,
weren't they?
You first, you drink it, if you survive, then
Right.
we'll all take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's not a doctor, but let's see you, Donnie, waddle up there with a BOGO gallon of bleach and, get it
Down
in the
that
body
sucker.
somehow.
We'll
you
give
know.
you $100 if you can down
No
it.
shit. No.
We'll tell him, give him $1 million if he can down it.
Yeah, hell. Yeah.
Well, you already,
Weird.
offered him $1 billion to go away, and he didn't take it.
Yeah, no shit. He's on a power. But I am. This is what I'm happy about right now. And the longer this goes on, the more a little tickle I get. And that is the fact that he did not show up for yesterday's. He didn't take questions the last time, and he didn't show up today because of what he said. And then lying about it, saying he was being sarcastic and all this other bullshit. The reporters are just itching.
Isn't that the most immature response he could have ever given? Oh, it was just a way to
This is
ask a
one good thing
question
about it.
to
You won't
you
hear his
reporters.
sorry. You won't hear him. You
Well,
won't
yeah,
see
right.
or hear his sorry ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Helsinki. I meant to say wouldn't, not couldn't.
Yeah, wouldn't.
Same thing.
Yeah. Why would I?
He
He's
just
ignorant.
backtracks his lies.
He has no idea what's going to come out of his mouth at any given moment. Just
Did anybody
shit.
see? Now I know that she's.
Travis, in a
butt
minute,
kisser.
bring me back.
I know she's a butt kisser, but
Who?
did anybody see that gal's face when he was saying, "Well, we talk about putting it into the lungs and
Oh yes, Dr. Brex.
infusing it," and her thing was just like, "Oh my God, he's
Yes.
actually fucking saying
Yeah,
it."
But
But you know
Don't
what?
turn.
You're not backing it up. You're not coming out and saying, "We shouldn't do that, Mr.
I was
President."
hearing some of the
Yeah.
stations calling him chicken. They were calling him, he was too chicken to come out and face the reporters after that.
Yeah.
They would
and I-
ask
and
questions.
you
He
know-
didn't want to give the answers.
He's in his bedroom. He got all them TVs on, probably 10 or 15 TVs sitting around his bed.
And probably, whoa, the president really fucked up. Yeah, okay, yeah.
They say he does not come up to the Oval Office until noon. And until that time, he
believe it.
spends all morning watching the TV shows and reading the reviews about him and his numbers and where he is and all this shit. He is totally consumed with his own shit. You think he's got time to find out anything about injecting Lysol up your ass or anything like that? No. Does he have the common sense to even figure out if you read the labeling on any of those products?
Says
Is it-
caution, not for
Yeah,
human
not for-
consumption.
Yeah, not for internal use, for external use only. And Donnie's one of them kind of people. He couldn't pour water out of a bucket if the instructions were written on the freaking bottom of the bucket. He's just
My
ignorant
uncle would
to
have
that
said he
degree.
couldn't pour piss out of his boot if he was
No,
wetting his pants.
he can't. He's just totally.
He's inept.
Yeah, inept is the word. Wait a minute, let me get my head down here. I
Yeah.
got to read something. Texas, Trump versus Biden. Yeah, I was looking down here at the latest polls because that's what one of these screens has up here. Is the latest polls, and all I have to do is look over even with my blurry ass eyes, and I'm looking down a whole list of states that The projections are all blue. This guy is losing.
Travis,
Yes.
is YouTube on or not?
Yeah, it's on. We got plenty of people. Like, I've heard a few people say it was off, but I mean, we got a flood of people in here watching.
Terry Thompson's
it's
on
on.
YouTube. Rick Scott is on YouTube. Kerry Thompson's on Facebook. I'm sorry. So
Sherry Trump hater and Benjamin are saying that that you can't. Oh, you've already did that.
did
Yeah,
we do it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, ain't
We
I
got
good?
it.
See, I
Never
did that.
mind.
I did that.
You're good.
Before you even thought about what
I was just
Whatever.
behind the ape. I was not behind the ape.
No worries.
I was in the scratch pocket.
Yeah, leave Wayne alone,
Okay.
mate. Leave Wayne alone.
It had nothing to do with Wayne.
You concentrate on the show.
I got nothing. The man just got out of the hospital. Come on now.
So did my
Come
husband.
on.
I don't cut no slack for nobody.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Much.
Mud.
Hey,
You love your
Velda?
dad.
Yeah, I think you're feeding me a line. I think you're sweet on that guy.
Yeah, I think
Um,
she's
did
sweet
you
on
give him a
that.
hug for me?
I did.
There you
Oh,
go.
good.
There you go.
I even scratched his back for him last night.
See,
It has
we
to
all
be for a
know.
hug.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
scratch
we
scratch
know
is
that
on you.
you're just a toughie, and you're just you're just act like a toughie. You're just a sweet.
Yeah, we know
Wanna
you
bet
are.
on that?
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
I would pay money on that fight.
Don't bet on that because you'll lose.
Boy, howdy.
Velda's a
There's
tough
only
one.
there are 4 things that'll get me into Fifth City, and that's mess with my family, mess with my friends,
Yeah.
and call me the bitch the wrong way.
Yeah, it's,
Yes. I think that's how
things
that's how
that
I
are
read it,
unhealthy
too.
for you. See?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Piss Velda off. No.
yeah, that's like my
Speaking
wife.
of,
Still,
My wife is
Still
sweetest
sounds
thing
to
you
me
ever
like-
saw in your life till you piss her off.
oh God, yes.
I just want to back up and watch
Yeah.
the show then. Oh, wait a minute. I've seen
speaking
this.
unhealthy, Jonathan, what's
Yes.
happened with your shoulder?
It ain't doing worth a shit right now. Especially after wax on, wax off all day long. That didn't do no good to help it. It hurts
What's
like
happened with the
hell.
operation?
We put it off for a while. We've got some other things we're dealing with and whatnot, so we're just gonna just wait a while, see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I got trees all over it right now. That's from the wax on and wax off part of it. You know, the bone hurts. It just hurts. That's what it's gonna do until I get it fixed. But you know, manly man like
That's
me,
all right.
what's a little pain, Dave? You know what I'm talking about, bub.
Exactly. We all know you. We all. We're rotting from the inside out.
Yes, we are,
household
but
men.
I'm telling you, things ain't getting easier. I keep saying it. You learned that lesson too, because when I was a kid, we all heard them old people say it. Well, it ain't easy to be old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I could do it easy. Well, no, it turns out I can't. Anyway, Daphne Batty just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, Blue Wave is coming. Flush the turd November 3rd. So saith Daphne Batty. Thank you, Daphne. We appreciate it very much. November 3rd, baby. It's coming. Under 200 days, 190 something
We're
days.
counting days now. Not
Yes.
weeks.
How can
yes.
you count days when you don't even know what date?
Because I can't wait. I want him out. I want him
It's like
disgraced.
Christmas.
Yes,
It's like Christmas.
it
yes.
is. Except
Except you think
This
about
is
it for
better.
4 years every
I believe in
every
this.
time.
I believe we can do this, and that's what I'm saying. State by state here, they have the polls against incumbents. Let me look down here and focus for one. I'll catch one. It's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Trump versus Biden. Biden up by 6 points, and that's blue. And so
Wow.
I'm looking down this whole list, and
We need to get that thing closer to you
yeah.
somehow.
Well, I could switch. Well, never mind. I don't want to switch right now.
No, we're not.
No, we're not switching. I'm starting to get everything right here
No.
where I got, it's
Starting to finally trust you. Don't change things up on
Well,
me
I
now.
tried to take this one and do it diagonally so it would be right under the TV because that's where the chat is happening.
Yep.
Over here, but I can't do that without taking up a whole lot of real estate on the.
We just need to combine our
on
tables
the
a little
table.
better, and you can totally do that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what would be great?
What?
Travis, you know what would be great, Travis?
What's up?
To fit him up with a set of those virtual reality headsets.
Oh.
For
so I
that,
can be sitting here going.
we're gonna
going
need a
like
bigger
this, so-
computer.
That's what
So
you
we can
see
watch
out of me.
we can watch him with this big band around his head,
Yep.
and he's
Yeah.
make,
He wanted
he
to
can
do
feel
that.
like he's in the room.
He wanted to do that.
Actually, here's the thing. When I actually have to sit down and work at my computer, I do work that way, because there's nothing better than having as many amount of monitors as you want in VR. So I have everything I need open in front of me, and I
he
can have it
just
as big
turn
of a
to any
screen
screen that he wants to look at.
and make it as big as I want. So, you know,
Okay.
when
What's the
you're
numbers on that?
There you go.
I don't know. This one's on
There
this
you
screen
go,
over
'cause-
here.
It would be kind of entertaining though to watch Dad play some VR. If anybody's interested in watching Dad play VR, let us know in the chat, and maybe we'll get a video out of
I
that.
told him today
I'd love to see it.
we ought
There
to.
you go.
What I told him is what we ought to do is train the camera on the TV when we play Wii Golf, and so you'd hear our voices, you know, but you just see the me character in the golf course. I thought that might be some entertaining because
we
they're.
can get a capture card set up going
I mean,
on.
it's
to where
not
we
like
can do
we
that.
play a game of shh, quiet, he's on the green. Ah, yeah, sure. Go ahead, putt. See if I don't squirt you with a water bottle right behind. Ah, shit.
Maybe we'll do some of that
try
during
to
the
make-
quarantine.
We try to make it entertaining in the house. I want to thank Ariel Fernandez for donating $10 to Super Chat and said yesterday was the 45th anniversary of
Cam Nation
Nation Revolution.
There you go.
It began as a military coup led by lower ranking officers and resulted in the fascist government being overthrown in Portugal becoming democratic. So saith Ariel Fernandez. Thank you for watching us all the way over there. If you're over in Portugal, I admire Portugal. I read a story about their justice system over there and how they their drug war and everything. It's a model for the world. What Portugal did there. But Ariel, thank you very much. And Gary Spring donated $2 Beaver Bucks through Super Chat and said, Beaver Bucks for my buddy John. Thank you, Gary. And Earl Hellfinger just subscribed to our YouTube channel. Earl, thank you very much, buddy. We appreciate it. Huh?
Hellflinger. Not Hellfinger.
Hellflinger.
Hellflinger.
Hellfinger. Where's
Sorry,
that bit?
Earl.
Let's all make fun of the host.
No, I got dyslexic there for a minute. Sorry, Earl. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Earl.
Dyslexic.
They
Now he's
both
offending,
are.
now
No,
he's
just
offending
blind as a
dyslexic
freaking
people.
bat. Hey, I got
Now
notice.
you're offending bats.
I got
John, were you thinking of
notified. I'm
Goldfinger
getting a
at the same
check.
time or what?
Huh?
Oh, really?
I don't know why. What am I getting a check for? You direct deposit everything else I got because I went on the
Because it's
IRS.gov
got
thing.
Donnie's autograph.
And it
It's
says-
got Donnie's autograph.
And you're going to get a letter. Now, Randy Kervin, he held up his little letter he got the other day, and it's a letter from the IRS, but it's from Donnie, which brings up hey, what's up with this shit? You're getting the IRS to do your political, work out there, do it
Last time I
do it for
checked,
your
that
campaign
wasn't-
and shit. Yeah, it's against the freaking law.
Last time I checked, that wasn't his money, by the way.
No. No, and what the hell is he doing? Sending out a letter congratulating him for telling you how much money he just gave you. And, it's sickening. It's just like putting his name on the check. It's just, why? Why are you doing that?
You
My
know,
next video, eating
ego,
on that
Yes.
letter and showing it
Yes.
on YouTube.
It's just a
I'm gonna send it
narcissistic.
back. I'm gonna return to sender.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I get that letter, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna read it.
I
And
got-
I'm gonna tape it shut, and I'm gonna send it back.
I'm sending out my postcards tomorrow. My 10 that I got from Lone Wolf. Sending them
I'm doing
buggers
it
out.
too.
Yep, I'm sending them out tomorrow. I'm going to personally take them to the post office and smile at my postman. Anyway, Jane Mendenhall just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, FT. I think I can translate that for her. Fuck Trump, I think is what Jane meant. And Jane Mendenhall just donated another $1 through Super Chat. So, Jane, thank you very much. And Ariel Fernandez just donated $5 through Super Chat the second time tonight. I am not Portuguese nor in Portugal. I just like learning about other countries' histories. I'm in Miami, Florida. Ariel, thank you so much, baby. You don't have to be there to know about that's how come I know about their drug war thing and their penal system and stuff like that. It's because I Googled something, it came up, and I went, hey, I want to read that story. So, Ariel, one, thank you for being informed, baby. You don't have to, be from someplace to know about someplace. Somebody ought to explain that kind of shit to Donnie. And Ariel just turned around and donated another $1 through Super Chat. Ariel Fernandez out in Miami, Florida. We appreciate it tremendously, baby. Thank you.
I've got a point.
What point you got?
The point is, all this cash being handed out to these multi-global companies that don't need it, that are still sacking people even though they're getting money. What does the cruise ship company do when they build a cruise ship? They register it in the Cayman Islands or somewhere like that, and so they can have a tax haven.
Yes.
They don't pay tax to the American people. They don't pay into the government. And they're all over the Cayman Islands. Now they're getting $100 million payout.
Imagine that shit. That business.
What the fuck?
What
the fuck?
Not even U.S. businesses.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, there are U.S. small businesses out here. The ones that this whole program was supposedly built for, the PPP, the payroll protection, whatever the hell it is, PPP, payments, were supposed to be for the small business, these little restaurants that we eat at on a daily basis.
To keep people employed.
Yes, that's it. To pay them their wages, to keep them on the payroll.
Sacked.
That's what this is
and
all
it's
for.
Happening here.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
ain't happening
here too.
It ain't happening.
Our African Prime Ministers are very chummy with your bloke.
Here's
Sadly.
what happens. See, the government, they got this big pile of money over here, see? And they say, okay, we got to give it away. Okay, so they take all this big pile of money and hand it over here to Mr. Big Bank. Mr. Big Bank, distribute this money for us because you know all about money. So Big Bank says, I'll do that for you right after I take my cut. And then we're going to hand this down to the little medium bank over here. And they give the money over there to the medium bank. Going to charge them a little interest on that shit, baby. I don't know. But then the medium bank over there, they do the same thing. I get my little pile out of here, and it keeps going down, and not a single one is getting a loan yet down there at the bottom while they distribute all this money through the banks. Now, I don't know, to what degree that analogy is exact, but it's business.
And they're helping out Boeing right now. That doesn't make sense.
And this whole idea that they give 2 weeks notice to these large corporations like Harvard University and Chris Steakhouse and shit. Those are the two that really single out, but there's lots of them. They have 2 weeks to give the money back that they stole with no penalty.
Some have already done that. Some have already
Do they
done
pay this back? What's the terms of the loan? Do you know the terms of the loans? Do
That
these
they
companies have to pay back $1 a week or $1 million a year?
Well, they have to pay
Does
it back.
Does it get paid back?
I'm not quite sure on the agreement there. I don't know. It might be a payment plan.
Yeah.
It better not be. It
It's
better be
your money.
all of it at once.
It's your
You know,
money. It's your money,
just the
not
mere
his.
fact of an institution like Harvard University with a $40 billion slush fund that they could draw on at any time would go after, these kind of funds.
Free money.
Yeah. Now I got notified I'm going to get my $1,200. That $7.50 an hour, 40-hour work week month that you're going to get.
Yep.
And I really want people to, everybody's going to enjoy getting a $1,200 check. Who doesn't? And who doesn't need it right now? I'm going to catch up.
Daughter's not going to get a check.
She's not. Why not, darling?
Because I guess it has something to do with her when she was let go or she quit during the summer.
Well, she should
And
still
it's
get her stimulus.
Yeah.
Well, according to her bank, they said she's not going. She doesn't qualify for it.
But it has- what's the
I
bank got
wouldn't
to do with
trust
it?
that bank. I would
No.
go, Velika, I would go to irs.gov. All of my family members have here, and a lot of people I know have. There's a button you click on that says "Get My Payment." It will take you to a page that will ask you 4 things: your Social Security number, your date of birth,
Yep.
your address, and your zip code. You hit that.
Okay.
You hit that button, and it will tell you if you are eligible, which I guarantee you will be. Now, if they do not have your direct deposit information, or you suspect they may not, there will be another button there that says,
Yeah, there's a non-filer. Like if for
Yeah.
some reason you didn't file
Yeah, you didn't file
taxes in 2018 or
taxes,
2019,
whatever.
there's a form you can file. And if they, for some reason, if you did and they don't have your bank information on file, there's a little button you can click to where you can send them your banking information. However, as we've learned, if they don't have your banking information for whatever reason, or they have trouble getting it to your current bank, they're supposed to send you a paper check to your last known address. So
now, once you go in there and enter your information, by the way, and exit, then you can come back later and check it again. That's what we have been doing. And today I went to check mine, because Travis had just been notified of the day that he's getting his. So I said, let me go try irs.gov, get my payment. And I went through the procedure there again. And when I got to hit the enter button there, it comes up and it says, "We will be mailing you a check on May 1st. Mailing me a check. I mean, I'm fine with that. You mail me a check.
Oh, yeah.
Rose already got a check through but I get my Social Security. You have my banking information. Oh,
Yep.
why are you sending me a check? But a check is
Makes
fine.
it so alive.
I don't give a shit how I get it as long as I get it.
Velika, in the show discussion thing, I put a link to the
Well,
page.
yeah, I seen it. Let me.
good.
I want to check it out
It
real quick.
it
go
doesn't
for
take
it.
but about maybe less than 3 minutes. As a
All
matter-
right, what I'm going to do is I want to help. I want to help my.
I did it, and it kept saying error.
Yeah. Now did it change?
Um.
Because the first few times I did it said that I was not found, or we have not determined your
There's a
eligibility.
lot of people going to this website.
Yeah, that's what mine
consistently,
said,
Yeah, it
Yep.
says
so
we have not determined whether you're eligible.
It'll
That's
ev-
what the first sign said.
It'll eventually change though.
It
because,
changes.
Yeah. Really quick, Dad.
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab a quick drink, but before I go,
I cannot find Melissa's tax return.
All you need is her Social Security number.
yeah,
I don't even
add-
have that.
Okay, well that's the most important thing you
Yeah.
need.
Then
but-
you
It's
knock
not going
it.
to help me much at all.
Yeah,
Mm.
but you can check yours, or have you already got yours?
I haven't went to work and I'm not on any Social Security.
Go check, baby. Put your Social Security in there. Put your birth date, your address, and your zip code. Hit that button, and if it tells you anything that you just need to provide your address, or they should already have that. Believe me. Make
All
sure
right,
you
but
do
give us-
this, Velika, because everybody. I don't care if you're a homeless person on the street, ain't worked for 20 years, been a wino for 19. It doesn't matter. If you've got a Social Security number and an address, you are eligible for this.
and don't let anybody
And
try to tell
no
you.
government
Which one do
entity
I-
can take it
Which one do I
away from
get?
you.
Is push to get my payment?
Yes, get my payment.
Yep.
Yeah,
Guarantee you.
we don't have to
Technical-
call out any
Shit.
numbers, but we'll walk you through it right here.
It's my money and I want it now.
That's right. It's my money and I want it now.
Hello, Smithy.
But I recommend
Yeah,
everybody, if you don't know, if you or have any questions at all, go to the irs.gov site, click on the Get My Payment button.
It's the only time you
Yeah.
really ever want to visit the IRS.gov
Yeah, no other time
website.
did you ever want to go poking around them people. Shit. It's like poking a
Is there-
skunk
is
with a
there a
stick.
button?
You're going to get stung, baby.
Is
You're,
there a
uh,
button there that
You're
says
going to
speak
come
to
out
Mooch and
smelling like
Direct?
shit. Huh?
Is there a button in that website that says you can speak to Mooch and Direct?
Yeah, look for
wish.
that. I think it's in there. Look under
Is it- can you leave-
Leviticus.
Can you leave
Uh,
comments and reactions?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
serious. I'm
Let's
serious.
get one right now. SC, what's your reaction?
What's my reaction?
Yeah.
I haven't had any trouble getting my money, so
Yeah, well,
I'm
that's
in a
right.
better
You already
boat.
got
I'm-
yours.
I'm in a better boat than a lot of people are. I know a lot of people who are still struggling. So
Yeah.
I mean, so I can't. I got no room to complain right now. You know what I mean? But I mean, I feel for everybody. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess.
I think everybody's going to get theirs.
Holy hell!
Holy hell, Velica. What did it tell you?
You scheduled your check to be mailed on May 1st?
There you go, Velica. You got the same message as I did. Your check is going out May 1st. You're going to get $1,200, baby.
You'll get it on May the 3rd.
Yes.
I didn't earn a damn thing.
This is your money. That's how come I encourage you. If you have not done it yet, you have any question at all, go to that website, check it out. You're going to know within minutes. You're going to know within minutes.
What I don't understand, though, is if the Social Security knows your bank account, why aren't they just putting it in there?
Well, that's the good question. Yeah, that's a good question.
They want you to have a signed piece of paper from Donnie. They want you to have that piece of paper that makes you feel good that Donnie's giving you something.
I swear.
Yeah. Well, I was more busy dealing with getting my unemployment going than I was waiting on this damn government check. That was my main thing, and that's what I had a lot of problems with. Finally, they both worked out to come in at the same time. So.
Were you sacked, Smithy?
What's that?
Did you get the flick?
Did I get the flick?
Were you sacked? Did you lose your job?
Yeah.
Due to the coronavirus thing?
I just did mine.
And
payment status not available.
Okay, don't pay any attention to that. Yeah, that will change.
It says exit.
Yeah.
I'm going to exit.
Yeah, so go back and check because that changes. Like I said, the first time I went to look, it said your eligibility has not been determined. And I went, huh?
Yeah, see, that's what mine said.
What the hell? And I got pissed. And Travis came and told me, Dad, don't worry about it. Everybody says that. And when you go, everybody gets that same message. Yeah? So I go back the next day and type in my shit. And not on December, what? It wasn't until the third day that I went in there to check, and it changed. So you are eligible, and then enter your information. And I thought, well, that's stupid. You already have my information. I get, information from the government all the time.
But they want to be sure it's you they're talking to.
Yeah, but today I went to look, and then today I get the message that Velica just got. It's good. My check will be mailed out May 1st, so. To all you scammers out there who have my phone number, baby, now you know the date.
Like I said, I went through that, and then it said, need what was it? One of the things I put in, need the birth date correctly. And I'm like, I put my birthday correctly in there,
Yeah. TW, have you forgotten how old you are or something?
Well,
you know how it is with old age, buddy, We're just worried about
I put it in there. I put the little blip, blip, slat, blip, blip, slat, blip, blip, blip. Nothing.
Blip, blip, blip.
What?
See, you only did blip, blip, blip.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be blip, 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 blip.
Yeah.
See? You messed up on your flips there, buddy. I'd go back and check that shit again.
SC, did you lose your job because of coronavirus?
Yeah, I was put on furlough. Not temporary, furlough is what.
But you weren't. This is what I can understand is that the company's got this money to keep you employed. This is what I can understand. This money that these companies got was to say we're not going to sack people. We can give them a minimum wage. Yet people get to sack. What's going on?
No.
Well, I was under contract work, so I was working. I mean, I could have been laid off at any time for any reason.
Have you had success with your unemployment, getting unemployment?
Oh, yeah. The thing I ran into with my unemployment, I would go there and put in all my information, but they would say at the very end of it, I would have to call this number to verify my ID. Right. That was the fucking problem. I would be on hold,
you and 3 million other people trying to talk.
Yeah, and finally, just that phone call. Getting through there to verify who the hell I was. Yeah, that went through. And then the government stimulus, that all worked itself out. I mean, like I said, my main thing was getting my unemployment going, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but yeah. So, but yeah, so I mean, I'm not I mean, I was pulling my hair out with the unemployment, but other than that, that was the only thing that I was getting stressed about. But like I said, I've been 2 weeks I've been getting unemployment. Well, 3 weeks actually now.
Good,
So,
good. Not none of any of our business out here at all. But was there an additional amount from, because I understand that they were supposed to add $600 or something to the amount that the
yeah,
state
yeah,
gave you?
yeah. Well, yeah, I did
Good,
get that.
good, good.
I'll probably, I'll probably get it again.
Well, good. That's what I'm happy to hear that, because that's what this stimulus money is supposed to be for. I mean, that's what this whole PPP program was about. Is to make sure that the people get the money they need to survive these times. And it irritates us when we see Harvard and steakhouses and big multi-million-dollar motel chains and shit getting these massive grants, because you can bet your ass it's going to turn into a grant from these from Uncle Sam, from the Treasury, for what? I don't understand. If your objective is to make sure that the employees have money, excuse me, got the hiccups, have money, then give the money, divide them 80 whatever $billion you just split up with them and divide that amongst the employees and go, oh, here you go.
You go further.
It would go farther, yeah.
Yep.
So
It's true.
Someone said recently, and I've got to applaud this, and I can't get it out of my head, this saying, but someone said very recently, a non-American, a European, watching Trump do what he's doing to America is like watching a toddler, a 2-year-old toddler, play with a loaded gun, and you're tied to your chair and you can't move.
Yep. That's
God,
that's a pretty
such
good
a
analogy.
good analogy.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. You're just waiting for the gun to go off, and you're praying it don't hurt everybody, don't ricochet around and kill everybody. But that's who we have.
Scares the shit out of me now.
That's who we have. A toddler with a gun.
It's a freaky thought. It's a freaky thought, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
It's
it is.
almost like watching someone else's kid running through like a grocery store and causing all sorts of hell, and the parents aren't doing anything about it, and you feel like you want to do something about it, but you're not in a position to do anything because it's not your kid.
Yep.
So it's like, it's sad, isn't it? What are you getting lost over there for? Better be for the right reason.
The good thing is the planet is so happy at the moment. The animals are coming into your parklands, and same here. With all this people staying at home, the planet's a lot healthier. And the ED departments are not as busy because no one's presenting to ED departments with viruses and normal flus because you're not spreading it around. The pressure's off everything.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if there's a balance to
I
bring
hate
it
it when
back
they-
to normal, but not quite normal. To
when
sort of
you hear these-
maintain this sort of.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to inject a little humor. I'm in a grocery store.
Not
Check
bleach.
out. No, inject humor.
Well, it's better
I'm
than
in the
bleach.
checkout line. There is a woman behind me who is trying to pacify her child. With everything under the world, but this child is screaming. I just turned around and looked at the child, and I said hello. And the child just kept going, and I said, "That is enough, young man." Oh my God, you could hear a pin drop.
Boy, how do you
Well, I'd hate you to say that to my face
The
too.
mother looked at me and just mouthed the word, "Thank you."
Thank you. I don't want to go to
Yeah,
jail
some
for killing him.
Some women would be offended by that. You'll be very careful, don't you?
Care. I don't care.
I understand
Oh,
that.
they always
Child
say,
in the
God bless you.
Oh,
Thank
bat
you.
with two
Screaming.
cats, you're pushing it, baby. I got
say
two to call
hello?
out. Diana,
I said, if I would have told you, God bless you.
God
Thank
bless you. We'll pray for you. Diana Mallory just donated $5 to Super Chat and said, should have addresses, those postcards, in bleached Trump. Fuck Trump. Bang that gong. And so saith Diana Mallory, and I indeed bang the drum. Oh, Lord. And then we have another donation. Old Bat with two cats. Old Bat, two cats. She's never really an old bat. She's a nice person. She got cats, but you know. Anyway, she just donated $20 through Super Chat and said, "Hey, John, sing us a little Patsy Cline. We're all feeling crazy. Crazy.
Crazy.
Wait a minute. No. Well, crazy's hard for me to do. I do. I go walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, where the. Oh, no, anyway, I can't sing for
Oh
shit.
my God!
Here's the thing. You
So saith
gotta. You
Obed.
also forgot
I got it.
the last part
I'm under
there.
pressure here.
It's
What?
the last part of old Matt's
Crazy.
message is FT times 10.
What?
FT times 10.
Yeah.
FT times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck Trumps. And I got to practice my Patsy Cline singing. I guess.
What's his current approval rating?
Trump's approval rating. I got this. Wait a minute.
He's got all the paperwork. He's got everything, man.
I got my mouse.
I would chime in with the Patsy Cline. We're all feeling crazy, but I'm more worried about the copyright strikes because YouTube's dumb. So I can't chime in. So I apologize for that old bat.
Oh, Travis, I shared that.
I
that
can't
guy
find
that-
it. It's too little.
What's up,
I
I think
Esther?
it's 40, I think it's 42.9 at the moment.
That guy, Lee, that was Phil Collins' bass player with the big beard.
Oh yeah.
That's posted. He posted a thing where he was, because he gets on there and shares songs. That
Yeah.
he played with Phil Collins, or and I think I put it either in show discussion or the music discussion, where I think it was show discussion yesterday. But like they kicked him off for recording a song on YouTube that he actually recorded and played with Phil Collins.
That is so ridiculous, man.
And so he's on there. He's on there, but yeah, his little rant's pretty cool.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to watch that one. I haven't caught it.
He was the guy that wrote the damn song, but he was getting booted
Copyright
off YouTube.
strike.
Yeah.
That is so
shit.
dumb.
He wrote the song and he got a copyright strike.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Well, he was the guy that wrote the bass track and recorded the track. He didn't actually write the song, but he was the guy that did the bass track and wrote the bass
I mean,
track.
if out of anybody who can play the bass to that song, it should be him.
yeah, shit, no, exactly. But yeah, YouTube cut his damn.
That is so ridiculous, man.
That's so political. It's so company. It's so who's not missing out and getting their dollar.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I think it was Columbia Records. Maybe it was. I don't
Oh,
know,
so it
but
wasn't
yeah,
Universal Music Group, the most evil
yeah, well, I can't remember
corporation?
who he said it was, but he gave him the finger at the end of it.
Good
Oh,
deal.
no shit,
Good
good
for
deal.
him.
Good deal.
I actually subscribed to his channel because I
Thinking
just
about
after
giving
that
the finger
one I
to-
watched, I was like, damn. Not only did I dig his bass playing and the music he worked on
Yeah.
to begin with, but he's a cool dude. So
Yeah, he gets on and tells the stories about the
Mhm.
songs and talks other stuff. And then he plays the song. It's cool shit. I like it.
I mean, how can you not like Phil
for
Collins
you.
anyway?
That's right. I got it now. I remember.
Yeah. Hey, listen, guys. Your national debt since Trump's been in, it's tripled.
Don't
How's
worry
that?
about that debt stuff. Don't worry about that shit. You got kids? Yeah, no, give it to them. When they die, you get the bill anyway. So.
I shared in the show
Money
discussion.
that we owe China's due the middle of next term.
I
Oh,
shared in
dear.
I
We'll,
shared in the show.
Go ahead. Essie.
I was gonna say I shared in the show discussion just before I got pulled into the room. He wants the Nobel Prize Committee to take away the Pulitzer Prize from these reporters, and he's got I put it in the show discussion, but he's got his little tweet on there, so y'all can read it for yourself. But he wants to get rid of the Pulitzer Prize for the reporters because they're just evil people. This dude.
Trump.
Exactly.
what a
Fuck
fucking
Trump.
idiot.
Uh,
Another
yeah.
brain fart.
he's pissed off because he's not going to get the Nobel Peace Prize or.
He tapped
Nobel.
out. He
Huh?
tapped out. He tapped out. They got the best of them. That's why we're not having no more.
You know what? We need to
coronavirus
get together and get him a 5-foot trophy with a horse's ass on the
That's-
on the top of it and send it to him.
That's about all he
Oh, I was
is.
thinking more of a golden calf. Bullshit.
Yeah.
But that'll work.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell I
golden
just don't
calf.
understand the evangelical movement following this guy, and it is. It's just like you're worshiping the golden
Money,
calf.
money, money.
How can this be any
money,
more
money,
blatant than that?
money.
That's right, baby. It's all about the
Mhm.
money.
Money,
Yes.
money corrupts
what it's-
everyone and anyone. It is an
Yeah.
evil thing, money. You need it to run your economy.
It's the lust of money that gets you. That makes you that evil person. Because we
can't
see
bribe anyone
people
with
that do have
apples.
money that are philanthropists and try to make improvements in the world and do good things with it.
I can tell you, we
We have a lack of them.
this is one of those things where it's like, you know, if I thought for a moment I came across an enormous amount of wealth, and then find out it was taken away from me or it was a cruel joke, the thing that would break my heart more is not the idea that I had a lot of money. It was all the things I was gonna do for those people. You know, like a lot of other people happy, because I would be, if I had too much money to where I wouldn't know what to do with it, I'd be giving that shit away to people who deserve it.
Exactly.
You're supposed to, Travis.
I would
You're
do it
supposed
like
to.
Elvis used to do it. Like it's purported
You
that
want
he
a
used to
cattle?
do.
I'm gonna
Well,
give you
no,
this
you're
Cadillac.
traveling down the road. No, you see somebody, you just pull over and just change their life for them.
Yeah,
Just pull over and change your life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Like
and-
Secret Santa.
Yeah.
TW got kicked, Travis.
Oh, thank you for the heads up.
Where'd you get kicked, TW?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yes.
And did it hurt? Oh, look at there. John I Fly donated $2 to Super Chat and said, will Trump volunteer to take the bleach? Fuck Trump. Yeah, let's let him volunteer to do that shit. I'm waiting on him to come out. I really am. Yeah, he's hiding like Kim Jong-un, I guess. I ain't seen him either. So, you know.
They said that they saw the train somewhere, but they don't know if it
it's
was
at a
his.
resort place, I think
just-
they said.
I just hope that, like Glenn Kushner says, that once Trump's out and a new guy's in there or new woman, there's none of this bygones be bygones and let that was the past and we just concentrate on now. Let them go now. I want to see,
Investigation and charges.
yes, what they call a Trump's Crimes Commission, Trump Crime Commission, and all those bastards that have ripped Jews off, have stolen, have corrupted, should be in jail like the ones who've gone previously before them that have been caught. These guys need to
I'm
be caught.
thinking more of the Hague type trial.
Yeah,
That's what it should be.
yeah. Should be just like the Nuremberg trials.
And the only way it's going to happen is if you win both houses. That's the only way it's going to happen, if you can win both houses.
Well, speaking of that,
Anybody see-
the
ahead.
GOP is, let me see, what did that headline say? Nervous GOP sees Trump sinking and taking the Senate with him. That's what the Republican Party is now concerned about. Oh, my God, his numbers are tanking and he's going to take us with him. No shit. Isn't that what we've been trying to
Yeah,
tell you for the last
yeah.
3.5 freaking years? You tied yourself to a sinking ship? We all knew this was going to happen. Everything Trump touches dies. His vodka,
money's
his
running out.
airlines, his university, whatever the shit it was, his casinos. They all died.
The
They all
money's
turned
running
to
out,
shit.
John.
Huh?
The money's running out, John. The
He's
money
going to
is
get it
running
all
out.
before he gets it. I swear this is nothing but one big heist. That's what this has been.
It's
That's what
the
this-
great
this-
train robbery.
Yes.
Grand
It's the
Theft
biggest
Trump.
transfer of wealth since this man got in office that this nation has seen. That's what it is. Yes.
He told
yes.
him when he walked into that room, he said, all you guys are going to be a lot richer,
Yeah,
or are a lot
all of
richer
y'all are a
thanks to
lot
me."
richer thanks to me. That's what he said. Who
And then
said
he
he?
says, now you owe.
Velda, you
Yeah.
trying to say something?
Did you see Como take Mitch McConnell to the carpet?
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I know I had to.
The poor
Yeah.
state in the
You had a whole rant on it the other day.
Ah,
Yeah, his
Oh,
state
oh.
takes more than his state puts in taxes
And
in
Mr.
social
Grant.
welfare.
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, it's tune on late night nowadays. Everybody's got material. You don't think they had fun with this
Oh.
bleach shit and sticking a
Oh,
light
my
bulb
God,
up your
yes.
butt?
Did anybody see Saturday Night Live last
Yes,
night?
I
Was
did.
It any good?
Yes,
Oh,
I
it
did.
was fantastic.
What's his
I'll
name?
have to
Played
go back and
Dr.
see that.
Fosse.
Brad
We
Pitt.
don't-
Brad
Get it,
Pitt. Yeah, Brad Pitt played Dr. Fosse. You know what it was I liked the best about that besides the funny laughs? I loved the way he ended it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He ended it perfectly by thanking those on the front line out there working in the hospitals, ERs, nurses, doctors, grocery clerk workers. They're all
In
out
that
there.
little musical rap number,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's family
Adam
did the
Sandler
same
did, yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Held up some signs in support of them. Yeah, that's like, yeah, we need
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
of that.
You know that's what
great.
we need in
Yeah,
this
that's-
country. Those are
Yeah,
the
to thank the housekeepers at the hospitals too.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
Oh, they're lost.
What?
I just seen something go that way, and I know that's a dead end. You don't know where you're at.
You sure? Oh, hang on, I'll take a look.
No, that's all right. Somebody on a red, looked like a motor. Oh, it might be that four-wheeler or some shit. See, that's how far somebody
Do we
drive in
need to
front of
know-
your house. We all go, "What the fuck? They're lost." What
Do
are
I
they
need to
doing?
get blinding blinds over here,
No,
like to keep you from
it
getting
just caught my eye.
distracted?
Just caught my eye. No,
Yeah.
I've been watching. I seen Jenny out there walking around. No, I like the window like that. I can see it.
You under surveillance, John?
I am. I have a donkey that watches my. Oh, there he goes.
We're under surveillance,
Yeah.
but everybody else outside
I'm
of
sorry,
us is
it's,
under surveillance.
a red four-wheeler with looks like two guys, ninja outfits, swords on their back
Oh.
there. Yeah, that's it,
Okay,
guys.
something.
Yeah, we see them around here all the time. Ariel
John?
Fernandez down in Florida, Miami, Florida, just donated $2 to Super Chat and said Trump is lucky that he was born to rich parents. Oh, darling, you said a mouthful there. Because if he didn't have money shoved up his ass when he was born, who do you think he would be working for? Right?
I don't know.
Who
but
would hire that dumbass?
I don't know, but I mean, maybe that would have been a better timeline because then maybe he wouldn't have gotten as far as he did, and we wouldn't be in this conversation right now.
Well,
On.
how,
We'll probably be in a different
Discord.
conversation with someone maybe entirely worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you see Discords? You
you're
see
fired.
The last thing that
It says
Yeah.
you're fired. That's Bernadette's card. And she put a little,
That's
she put a little
Bernadette.
face there with the tongue sticking out.
no, out of the mouth of the babe.
Out of the
That's her
mouth of the babes.
grandson.
Yep.
Her grandson.
Oh,
did
is that Dominic? That's
Yes.
Dominic. Yeah. Outstanding, Dominic. Doing a fine job, buddy. My dad is folly. I mean, face on mine with my. Yeah, I'm gonna mail my 10, and then when I do, I'm gonna pick up 10 more. I figured I'd do it for a bounce. It's a really cheap way to make yourself feel good. And if you don't know what we're talking about yet, we're talking about postcards to Donnie. And again, he is attacking the post office. He's got this thing for the post office here lately. Now he can't stand the
Not
post office.
It's
He's trying to cut
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes,
Amazon's
Amazon.
But
left.
he's trying to get through to the post office. Thanks a lot, asshole.
Yep.
You know, he wants 4
Yep.
times the amount of shipping charged for shipping packages. 4 times the amount. And Donnie, just like his tariffs thing, he's Amazon will have to pay that. No, that's the consumer that pays the shipping costs. If it's 4 times more, the consumer pays 4 times more, Donnie. But in Donnie's magical minking mind shit, mush, whatever the hell it is up there, it just he thinks money and it's coming from Jeff Bezos personally. No, it's not the way the world
Every
works.
time I think of this idiot, I think of that old Flintstones thing where or not Flintstones, it was the Jetsons.
Right.
This little thing flies through one of that accidentally gets through George's head and goes into the mummy, and it's like, wow, look at all the space
Yeah.
here.
A lot of empty space in this one. I swear. I swear,
Look at
if
the cobwebs,
aliens
yeah.
came down, TW, and said, take us to your leader,
The cosmos.
we'd all be embarrassed to take him there. No, that's not who we want representing us. Are you shitting me? The aliens would turn around and look at us and say, is that the best you could do? No shit, you dumbasses.
I'm like, okay, no offense. No offense to New Yorkers, but if that's the best you guys got,
No, don't blame this on New York.
Please.
New York can't stand his ass. They can't
I'm just
stand
like,
his ass.
good Lord, it's just
And
it
they
doesn't make
couldn't
sense to
stand
me
him
anymore.
forever anyway, because he's a pompous ass. You know, he made his money by thieving,
Screwing over
you know,
people.
he by screwing people over, being known for it too, and went bankrupt and so many busy, and until I guess some network, I don't know which one it is, picked him up on that Apprentice, and then he took off on that.
Yeah. And then
so,
he called them assholes and
Yes.
lying shits. And
yeah, they ought to shovel out all the secret tapes they have on him on that show, and listen to him in his own words.
Don't worry. And unfortunately, I think Google needs a kick in the ass because I just went, well, hey, let's see great people from New York. And unfortunately, he's number 1. But we got people like, but we got Alicia Keys, Sylvester Stallone, Kirk Douglas, Whoopi Goldberg, Howard Stern, 50 Cent, Woody Allen, Cyndi Lauper,
Hang
Mel
on,
Brooks,
Woody
Rudy
Allen.
Giuliani. Or Rudy Giuliani, great. Another one. Wow, I can't believe he made that fucking list.
good
Martha
Lord.
Stewart, Bill Clinton.
Well, of course, Bill.
So yeah, New York's done better. But
No Cuomo.
I'm sure he's
know who
in
the
this
number
list
one
Yeah, that
somewhere.
admired
should be
woman in the
Andrew
world is?
Cuomo, you know?
You
Huh?
know who the
I
number
think
one
he's doing a
admired
damn
woman in
good
the world
job.
is?
Who?
Michelle Obama.
That's right, baby.
I figured as
Michelle
much.
Obama.
I thought it was gonna be a trick
Oh,
question.
that
so I
girl,
was
that woman's got grace and she's got
Oh,
class.
baby. Yes, she does. She does.
But she won't run for office, damn
No.
it. If she ran for office, she'd fly in.
She would in a landslide. In a landslide, I believe. And thank you, Paula. Donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, Paula. We appreciate it tremendously.
Who do you think is going to be Biden's running mate?
Well,
Oh, today's your lucky day there, John.
our Blue Dot family are very kind to us. You know, if it wasn't for them,
Yeah, they
then
are.
the bills would not be getting paid. We're going to have to take part of this stimulus and catch up on the bill, which is what a lot of people are going to do with it. They're gonna buy themselves a little something
Everyone
to make them
would
feel
do it.
good, but they got bills to pay, baby. And for us, if it wasn't for this Blue Dot family doing what they do, we would indeed have a whole lot tougher time at this shit. So we appreciate every dime. But on that note, and it seemed to have become
Running
a
mate?
topic in some Blue Dots lately that you do not have to donate a dime to this show. You never have had to. Those that join our Patreon page do it out of the kindness of the heart. Those that donate through the PayPal and whatever this says, they do it
Right.
because they want to, and it's out the kindness of a heart. And to one particular person, you know who you are. You weren't fucking here when the day I went and hocked my grinder. You weren't here the day I went to pawn my torch. You weren't here the day that I went down to pawn my welding machine and every freaking thing I ever used to work with my hands. You weren't here when I went out that door with all that shit.
Now, John, let's cheer up the subject. Who's going to be his running mate? I want to get off this sad subject of us all struggling because we're sick of struggling. We got to start cheering ourselves up. Let's think of the future. Who's going to be Biden's running mate?
You know, I saw Stacey Abrams on the show this morning, as a matter of fact.
We'll know before the end of the week.
She would be a very powerful. Of course, I've seen stories in there about Michelle Obama, which would be
that's where I was getting to.
Yeah, a tremendous. She, you know, they want her, but will she? No.
I think she'd hate politics, wouldn't she?
I don't think
She had
Michelle
8
wants
years
to.
of it already.
Yeah.
Would get into this mess, and I don't think President Obama wants her to. What I would love to see, I would love to see President Obama nominated for the Supreme Court. He is a constitutional attorney. He's a constitutional scholar. He is exactly who should be sitting on the Supreme Court. Teresa Diggum, thank you very much, donating $2 through Super Chat, baby. We appreciate that very much.
I think both of them should be on the Supreme Court justices, personally.
Yeah, you know, the Republicans would roll over and just whine like babies forever if we did that.
Well, some of those judges will be gone soon. Hopefully, if the next president does the right job, an attorney general, because they lied. Some of them, like this guy that likes drinking his beer, they lied during the and then their statements. They can be disbarred quite quickly. You can disarm what he's done with the judges because half of them are crooks and have got background.
Well, that's again, as we've said
And
many
not
times on the
qualified,
show,
by the way.
it's Mitch McConnell's long game. That's the name of his book, and that's his game. It's the long game. He knows that everything this asshole in our house has done is going to be challenged in court. Every EPA regulation, every banking regulation they did away with, this is all going to be challenged in court. He knows that. And the only way to survive that is to stack the deck in your favor, and that is by putting right-wing nut job judges on the court, and including those that are deemed unqualified by the National Bar Association. These are the peers saying, no, he is not qualified to be a judge, a federal judge. But it doesn't matter. to them because they're not interested in your judicial wisdom or your ability to rule impartial. That's not the key here, baby. The key
No.
is to vote when you're rule the way you're supposed to rule when those cases come in front of you, trying to reinstate
Supposed to rule
it.
impartial.
Yes.
That's the way
Yes.
it's supposed to be.
Yes. I love you too, old bat. I really. Old bat with two
Well, I
cats
like
just
you too,
donated
John, but
$15
I-
to Super Chat and said, "We love you, John, and I love you all back." God damn it. I do. I love
I
this
said I
family.
like
you
you
can't
too, but I
unstack-
don't
you
like being
can't
called a
unstack 'em.
bat. But you know, hey.
Hey, old bat, shut up. I was talking to the other old bat. She's a sweet old bat. You're just old bat. Who sings good? Who sings good? So,
It's okay.
that's all right. Y'all ought to hear what I'm
It's
called.
okay.
Shit. I'm the Antichrist of some of these people. Shit. I hope you die. Yeah, well, see, we're all going to die. You know, nobody gets out of this world alive. So, back at you, assholes. What the
It's
fuck?
what's on
What
the
do
other
you-
side.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck?
I usually say, see you in hell.
Yes, yeah, I know. Shit, yeah. I'll save you a spot, buddy, if I get there first.
There's a nice spot in here right next to me. I get to mess with you all eternity.
Well, it's times like this that I really do think there are people in my life over the years that have told me, John, you're going to go to hell. You're going to hell. And now I am having that pleasant opportunity dance through my head going, wait a minute.
I'm already
Living it
there.
now.
You're supporting Trump. I think the tables have turned here a bit, my friend. I
Might
think
be
you're
you
going to
there.
hell. Well, you know, God sent, and what is that old doodad, 700 Club guy, whatever. God sent this plague, the COVID-19, down upon us because of the homosexuality and the gay marriage. And yes, are you shitting me? I think it's more of a test to find out who you would, if you would, fall for the Antichrist. If you would fall for the golden idol trick. Look at him. He's rich. He's on TV. Vote for him. Fuck you. We
This virus
didn't
is-
fall for that,
this
so we
virus-
passed the test and he didn't. So
This virus has saved a few people's asses. I mean, just think about it. Giuliani's not in the headlines anymore. The Epstein case is not in the headlines anymore. Lev Parnes and his mates not in the head. I mean, these are
Lev
three
Parnas-
major things.
he's not even in the story anymore in the things that man knows.
Exactly.
We've had so many crises.
The one thing I like
constitutional
seeing is
crisis
Kellyanne
ever
Conway
since
isn't out there doing her spiel.
Yeah, well, none of them are. You ain't seen this new communications director. I haven't seen her a single one.
Gal, she's
Yeah.
a witch.
I haven't seen her yet. They don't have
She's
press briefings like they used to.
The
No,
press
the
secretary.
dictators.
This
the
guy
new
don't-
press secretary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
she's
don't want
straight
that.
from
Come
Fox.
out.
She's straight from Fox.
Look at these, man.
Yep.
Straight from Fox. yeah.
I'm seeing
She's a
John
Kellyanne
I. Fly got his postcard up here. I see Bernadette. Bernadette's got hers up here. It just, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Get them postcards right on the back of it. You're fired. Did I finish explaining that? Buy them from the post office. If you get them from the post office, as we did from our good buddy Lone Wolf, who sent us a batch, you're supporting the post office, who Donnie is going after right now, and you're sending a message to the president. It's a twofold thing. It's $3 and whatever cents for a pack of 10 of them. It's a really great deal. Go down to how much?
$3.90.
$3.90 for a package of 10 postcards. Go to your post office. Tell them you want the postcards to support your local post office, and fill them out to whoever you want to. We can have a really good suggestion for you. Send them to POTUS, the impeached POTUS of the United States, and let him know what your feelings are on the back of it. And let me tell you, Phantom Kimishita donated $10 through Super Chat and said, hang in there, Blue Dot. Baby, we're hanging in as much as we can, Phantom. And Kat Gentis just donated $5 through Super Chat. Take out the trash can, Mitch. Take out the trash can, Mitch, says Kat Gentis. And thank you, Phantom Kimishita. That one's kind of hard. I like it, though.
I'm
Kimishita.
going to get some more myself on a couple of them.
I
I'm
want
going
more.
to send them to Mitch McConnell.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go, It's your day job. You suck.
Yeah, you suck. That is the key, though. That's how come the GOP is worried right now. It's because when I look at this list over here and I see all this blue down here, those are all states and not states, but these are races, particular races. I'll pick one. President Trump against Biden. We got Trump versus Biden, Pennsylvania. Trump and Biden. Yeah, all of those, they're all blue, leaning towards Biden. You know,
How about Ohio?
Ohio. Let me check Ohio. This is not in alphabetical, so I got to kind
Arkansas.
of Arkansas and Ohio. Let me see, because this is real clear politics. Where's my arrow? There it is.
You should
real
know
clear-
this one. Texas.
Well, see, it's my day. See, it's not. This is throwing my mind off because what I'm looking at, it says the newest post is today, or for yesterday, April 25th. The newest poll has Trump versus Biden. From the Texas Tribune has Trump at 49, Biden at 44. Trump up by 5. It's the only red one here. Oh Lord, thank you, Texas. Are you shitting me? Yeah, it's the
you're
only
in
red
all
one
of
I
your
see.
own
The next
state.
one down was for Friday, and it compared Trump versus Biden. They have the Biden 46, Trump 43, and Trump job approval rating at approved 45, disapproved 54. That was
Now
on
let me
Friday.
ask you something.
That's,
Do
I
you
gotta
really
learn how to do
think
this
people
one.
can hear you that well when
No,
you dip your head
not
underneath
really.
the microphone completely?
What's the matter with this shit?
Exactly.
Can't hear that. Don't work, huh?
I mean, it works a
Uh,
little bit.
Well, that one, this poll, I didn't. I mean, that poll, I didn't have a.
No, we just need to get that thing closer to you.
No, the one I was looking at is the one for COVID-19 that has all the states. Now, ask me a state, and I'll tell you exactly what your numbers are.
Okay.
For Texas, we come in at number 10 with 34,750 cases. That's up 1,908 cases since Friday, an increase of 8%. We've had 650 deaths in Texas. So
Colorado.
So
Colorado.
you're still increasing. You're still
Yes,
increasing in
yes,
numbers.
all of these are increasing in number. I'm looking for Colorado there. The farther
What
I have to
about
go down, look at,
Arkansas?
here it is. Colorado has 12,968 cases. They have an additional 1,690 since Friday. That's up 15% in Colorado, and they have 684 deaths.
Yep.
What
They
about
revised
Arkansas,
it
John,
this
if you
morning.
can see it?
Arkansas, let me just give me a second because I can see it. I just have to be a little slower than probably y'all would be.
What sort of
All right.
information service is this?
This is
One.
wait a minute, let me find Arkansas. Oh well, you're looking good, Arkansas, because you're farther down the list. Arkansas, there it is. 2,941 cases. You have 385 cases up over since Friday. That's an increase of 13%, and you have 49 deaths listed. So you're rising. You're up 13% since Friday.
We went from 23 to 28, 31, and then 1 death,
Well,
and
now,
16 recovered
All right, let's check
in White
Trump's theory.
County.
The
well,
warmer climate is supposed to kill it off. What's Florida's like?
Yeah, what's
Florida's not. They're not looking too good.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me find Florida. I don't know if they were in the top 10. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They have 31,532 cases with 1,358 new cases since Friday. That's an increase of 5%. They have 1,075 deaths in Florida.
So much for warmth. Yeah, so much for warmth to make it go away.
There is nothing on this list that has a decline in numbers because it says
No.
change from Friday. So just since Friday, we're talking just this weekend, has it gone up or down in any state? It has gone up in every state. So when they're getting out there saying, oh, we're ready to go, no, it's still climbing. It's not climbing at the rate it was because we're all social distancing. You know, you
Now,
start
wait to
throwing
see what-
people out there.
Yeah.
You know what the hell they think is going to happen.
So let's see what happens with
Yeah.
Georgia.
So
and
we're
those
looking
other
at 2
South
weeks from
Carolina.
now. 10 weeks
You
to
know, in
14
Colorado,
days.
I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys get, national news, but they closed one of our Walmarts here because they said
Oh.
it was so deemed
Unsafe.
so infectious that they said they just couldn't do it. 3 people had passed away from just being into the place when they went in, and I guess they were testing surfaces.
Yeah.
That place was like a
Our
hotbed.
Walmart has not closed at all. People go in there
How
every
long?
day.
It only lasts. Does it only lives 12 hours when it's placed on the surface? Is that correct? 12 hours it lives for? I think that's the amount of time that before it,
Well, it's
it
got
dies
a
off.
half-life of 8 hours, they said.
8 hours.
8 hours
Yeah.
a half-life.
8
hours
So
on what
every
is that
8
on
hours,
metal? I
it
think, right?
decreases by 50%. So it could
Yeah.
stay there for days. All it takes is one little bit to get you. So, yeah.
The trouble is you don't know who's got it because some people
Yeah.
are asymptomatic.
No, and the testing is really a problem because right now, especially when you hear the story about the testing for the antibiotic, meaning, okay, did you have it or did you not? Those are coming back at a 50% false positive. 50% of the half of them,
They were
they
talking
tell you,
about
oh, yeah,
that
you
this
got the
morning on
antibodies there,
on
you're
one
safe.
of the news
No,
channels.
you're not. You know, it's the old Skittles things. If you just put one Skittle in the bowl and said it was poison, would you take one? No, but if you put half of them in there and said, well, half them Skittles will kill you, go ahead and help yourself. No, you're not going to touch that damn thing because it's a sure bet you're going to die. Karen
And also
Van,
the other. Sorry, mate. Go on.
okay, Karen Van Wyck just donated $5 through Super Chat and said, give Trump his Diet Coke with a Lysol chaser. Fuck Trump. A Lysol chaser, I like that. And John I. Fly donated $10 through Super Chat and said, let's send that orange head dingbat a pile of postcards and tell him you're fired. After all, we are his boss and not the other way around. Fuck Trump. I like everybody puts that little fuck Trump.
I will second that. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump, says Bella.
I
What-
don't.
what-
What'd you say, Velica?
Says too bad we can't send him rubber dog shit from Hong Kong.
Yeah. Well, why order it? I could find somewhere else.
I can send fresh batch of kitty litter that needs to be changed right now.
Besides that, the only difference between shit and fertilizer is your perspective. They say it's shit. I'm saying I sent him some fertilizer. Yeah, I just saw him plant a tree out there the other day. He might need a little fertilizer for that. So I thought, yeah, it's send him a little fertilizer there with that shit.
No, the other little fallacy you're getting around is that people think once they've had this coronavirus and they're all cured and they go home, that they're safe from it. You don't get it again like measles. That's wrong.
No,
You get it a
yes.
second time and a third time. You
Yes.
can re-catch it.
What they're trying to find out now is the length of time that immunity applies to you. Now, the logic is, the past logic is that if you had a virus and you get over it, then you have an immunity to that. Now they are discussing it may have a little immunity for you, but it does not last that long. We've already had cases where people were reinfected with the coronavirus, so it kind of begs that question, wait a minute, I already had this once, why am I getting it again? Because it's not conclusive yet. So when you see information, that you need to try to check it out the best you can. Google it, get several different news sources or whatever.
This is a lot more aggressive than we think it is.
Yes, it is. And for all these right-wing nut jobs, when you hear one saying, we leave 35,000 last year to the flu, John. Yeah, all freaking year. This is 50,000 people in one fucking month.
Yeah.
That was in case anyone was listening down the fucking road.
No, well said. That's spot on.
It's true when they come up with this. Well, we lose so many people a month because too many people stick their finger too far up their nose and they have brain damage and they die. John.
And
Yeah.
They own swimming pools.
Yeah, but that's stretched over a whole year. This is one freaking month. Last month, 30 days from today, 30 days back, we only had 1,000 deaths. Only. Listen to that. Only. We had 1,000 deaths a month ago. And now we're at 54, and by the time I get out of here, I'm sure it's going to be up to 55. That's the fucking difference, you morons. It's quite aggressive. and it's killing a lot of people a lot quicker. Yes, there are
Yep.
people that
John.
survive, and we are thankful for that every day because it gives each one of us hope that if we did get it, there's a shot we can get through it. You know.
On
Yes, ma'am.
I mean,
On
look,
March-
we even have.
on March 25th,
March
United
25th.
States only had 66,132 active cases.
And now,
I don't know. I haven't looked today.
okay, I'm going to
At
tell
the
you.
time, worldwide,
We
it
have
was 400
961,817 cases. We have
Almost a million.
Worldwide.
54,527 reported deaths. We're almost at 1 million cases here. We're almost to the point that when they lowered their expectations for the death count. Remember, Donnie said first it started up there at 4 million, and then he brought it down to about 2 million, and then he came out, well, you know, if I hadn't done anything, 2 million people would have died. But I'm a hero, and we won't have but 100. And then he said, well, we'll have about 60. Well, we're just about at 60. And the year has another season of this shit coming. You know, the fall.
Yeah, 'cause
it's in the
they say it's
same
gonna
year,
return
Donnie.
in the
It's,
fall.
you know, if you're going to count annual numbers, baby, this is not
Yeah.
going to be good, baby. If it comes back in the fall heavily, strongly, and we do not have a vaccine, we are facing the same situations we are now.
Yep.
What are the numbers going to look like then?
Yeah.
You know, I
Happy
keep
holidays.
flashing back to
And-
that graph showing the 1918 Spanish flu. And the
think
first
about it,
year
we've
was a
already
wave.
had
It got
families
bad. A lot of
our
people
Blue Dot
died.
family that have caught it.
Yes, we have.
Gotten it.
Yes. Yes, Daphne Batty. She's up in the blue room right now. She has it. She is a family
Along
blue
with
dot member.
Victor.
Yes.
That was
Victor and
Victor.
along with Aussie Dave.
Ozzy, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, well, we didn't give much to
But-
that guy anyway. You know that's bullshit, Ozzy.
I was the imported variety.
Right.
You know, I'm actually, we're Asian over here. You realise that?
We love you,
Australia's
buddy.
Asian,
We love you. That's, you know.
but
We don't
Hey,
ask for your
we
green
would-
card when you come into this family, baby.
no, you don't.
No,
You don't.
no
Why do
papers.
they
You don't
consider
ask
you
what.
guys
You don't
Asian?
ask.
We
don't-
just asked for a good joke, right?
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
good
Every
laugh.
now and then, someone comes up with one. Every now and then.
Good
Normally
laugh
he's
and a true
Australian.
heart, baby. That's all we ask for. A kind heart.
You know what?
Dave.
A heart that cares for everybody.
I was saying in the blue room earlier on that we've got 3 Australian warships running up and down the East China Sea there, along with your American warships. No other countries there, only Australia. As I said, our
Thank
Prime
y'all
Minister
for your service.
is right up your president's ass because he's
Yeah.
a right winger.
Yes,
and
yeah. Dave.
you know, we're going to be the first ones taken out because our ships aren't as well equipped as your ships, defence wise either. An Australian destroyer, we've been used as cannon fodder. Trump's trying to start a war. He's increased
He is
activity in the
trying
East
to
China
push his
Sea.
balls
He's
out there.
stirring up Syria. He's stirring up anywhere he can get a gunfight.
Yeah,
He's
because
trying
he
to
thinks
get a gun.
nobody's paying attention right now. And he needs something to take off the heat. That's what worries me.
He needs
He
distraction.
needs a distraction from
after
this
distraction.
coronavirus. Now he needs a big distraction over his stupid light bulb up your ass comment.
Yep.
And I'm afraid that a military strike is something that would really get everybody's attention, especially
Well,
if it
it
involves
unites
a
the country,
freaking
doesn't it?
nuke. And
He's too worried about not getting love letters from Kim Jong Un.
yeah, that's what
He's
concerned
praying
about.
for another. He's praying for another. Sorry to say this, guys, but he's praying for another 9/11. That's what he'd love.
I would not doubt that in his soul, not one bit at all. And let me get this. Diana Mallory donated $5 through Super Chat and said, love you, Blue Dot family. Stay safe, baby. Right back at you. We love you and stay safe. Diana Mallory, thank you very much. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Big show.
But
Yeah, another 9/11 would be his dream.
I don't put that past him. It is right up his alley. Maybe not to plan something like that, but how many times have we seen shit happen when his ass was in a sling for the news? A lot of times
Don't-
because it keeps happening. So
Don't tell me he doesn't say to Mitch McConnell on the side, "Hey, Mitch, wouldn't it be great if another few planes hit a few more buildings right now?"
Yeah, well,
Don't tell me he doesn't say that to Mitch. He'd
well,
be saying that'd be great for the Republican Party.
if it
That would
was, I
cement
wish there'd
us.
be
We
recording
can
of
go.
it, but I don't want
We
to.
can go blow shit up, and we can make lots of money in the arms manufacturing, and we can get the people united behind me with a
Well,
war.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
ready to go that far yet. Is
Oh.
is Mitch McConnell a lying, stinking thief? Hell yes, it runs in the Republican Party. I don't think that they would plan that kind of stuff to run any kind of planes in the building or anything like
No,
that.
but his nutsy mate would.
Yeah,
His
does
nutsy
he
mate
dream
would.
about it? I would not doubt that a bit. That he dreams some disaster would happen, either whether it be natural or military or whatever, just to get his ass out of the sling for the light bulb, the ass thing, which is central to him right now. Remember, he's like, what is it? That a goldfish only remembers every 5 seconds. It's like that. He doesn't have a memory of anything he did yesterday. That's how come everything that comes out of his mouth daily is
why
a
he's a
crock
bad
of bull.
liar.
Yeah, it's just whatever comes out of his mouth today, and it'll change tomorrow. And we can look
good
back at his
liar's got a
history
good
from
memory.
last year and his tweets. It's all there. He's a moron. He demonstrates it every day. Trump redefining stupid one tweet at a time. He's given us a written record of his ignorance, of his hatred, of his bigotry. I mean, he's given us the whole list right there for us to see. We don't have to discuss this. We can all see what
It's
kind
all-
of person
yeah,
he is
It's
And
all
what-
on video.
and what kind of people the Republican Party
I mean,
have
that's
become.
the thing I don't understand. He's like, "Oh, I didn't say that."
Let's
Dude,
go to the
they got
tape.
you on video,
Yeah, it's-
you moron.
yeah.
Let's go to the tape.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like
care if you
Demon
go to the
Christmas.
tape, though. If you come back to him after showing the tape, he'll go, "Well, I didn't say that." It's that kind of
You
shit.
divert.
Well, who the fuck was that then? Right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that guy. That's his next thing. I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
Never
I don't know that guy.
What's
I
his
never met
name?
that guy.
I don't know. Dr. Bright. Do you know him, sir? Never heard of him. Never. I don't know that guy. Maybe he got pushed out. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Well, aren't you just a dumb sucker? Well, let's find out who's in charge and ask them. So, because it's obvious.
We know that the person that's in charge doesn't know what the hell's going on
Yeah.
in the first place.
Does the president do tax returns?
They're under audit. We don't
Supposed to.
know. We don't know.
He's under audit.
Yeah. Under audit. We'll never know. That in itself, right there, Aussie Dave, should tell every one of you, from the beginning. Your Republican friends, remind them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna release them right after the election. I'm gonna release them right after the audit. You're 3.5 years into your presidency. About tax,
Tax returns.
some other bullshit. That was a lie, and every fucking thing he has said since then is a damn lie. While they robbed
many
the
now?
coffers of this nation.
How many
Mnuchin-
lies now, mate?
Oh, over 20,000.
Too many.
Over 20,000.
Too
Who
many
the-
to keep
It's like who the
counting.
hell even
Yeah,
wants to
yeah.
keep count when you're up that number?
Yeah, you
It's
don't
a new
have to
normal.
count.
But you're gonna have to look for the top 10, and I guarantee you, a light bulb up
Bleach
the
is
ass
one
and
of
bleach.
them.
Drinking bleach is gonna be one of the top 10. And now him being a chicken shit for not wanting to come out in front of the press because the press is going to be mean to him, and then he's going to get mad and have to call him fake news and all that kind of bullshit.
Tap down.
It's what we can look forward to this week.
He'll be on Fox though. He'll
Yep.
be on Fox though.
Oh yeah, he'll be on Fox tomorrow morning. He watches Fox and Friends in the morning, calls in, talks for about an hour or so.
Yeah.
Doing
I
important.
didn't say that.
important work
I
for
don't
the
know what
American
these people.
people.
Are talking about.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Anyway, that's what we've got to look forward to this week, so I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about. I want to thank everybody for coming. Yeah? You had a
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Just a
Belda, let me have your
footnote Just a footnote into this whole smear about the monies that's not going where it belongs.
Right.
Gave $8 billion to go to the tribes of the United States. They ain't got it, and they've only got until the 8th of the month to get it.
It ain't coming.
And they did not figure out any instructions how to disperse it. So they just sent it to the Indian Affairs, Bureau of Indian Affairs, and said, "You deal with
Ain't
it,
it
whatever."
something? If the government wants
And
something
they
from
are
the tribal
fighting-
nations, they'll get it done. If the tribes
And
need
the
help
thing is,
from their government, somehow.
last
Velika.
week, the Navajo
Velika.
Nation, which is in 3 states, Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. And thing is with that, they were, as far as per capita,
Mm-hmm.
was in 3rd place until I think it was Alabama that kicked them to 4th place in coronavirus outbreak.
Boy, howdy. You know, this
Sucks.
you know, it's hot as hell down here in Texas, and it ain't going away. We're increasing. We had another death here in Corpus in Nueces County.
People go to the beach and go to the ice cream parlor and all that. It's
Sure.
going to spread more, if anything.
You know, the sunlight kills it. Fine. You know, there ain't no sunlight in the ice cream parlor. You
Yeah,
know,
bend over and point your ass
it's
towards the
just not
sun.
You know what they said this morning on one of the newscasts? They said, the only reason he says that, ultraviolet rays do such good for him because it's that shitty goddamn tan he's got on
Yeah.
his face.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, it really looks wonderful. It
Yeah.
looks like fucking goddamn red
Just came
paint
out of
or
a
whatever.
spray can. That's what it is.
I don't know about that. Sudafed tablets are orange. I reckon he's been taking for so
maybe
long.
so.
He's gone.
Turning orange just from the. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in this evening and having a great conversation. Ozzy, we're glad to have you back out here.
Yeah.
Stay
Thank
out
you.
of the hospital, bud, if you can, and take care of yourself.
Thank
SC,
you.
take
Yes,
care of
sir.
yourself up there in Florida, buddy.
We'll do it.
All right, stay
do it.
hunkered down, stay away from nasty people, and we'll be back here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Man, getting the days mixed up. Ain't it sad?
I thought you were going to take a vacation.
Yeah, ain't happening. TW, thank you, buddy. I appreciate your voice in here all the time, and boasting your comments and your singing. So we appreciate that tremendously. And Velda, what can I say? Always mother hand watching over us. So baby, we appreciate you being here. And Velika, hugs to you, baby. Hugs to
You
you.
too.
And I'm glad you're getting that check, baby. Look for it in the mailbox. I'll be down there checking mine. I'll be waiting on the mailman. You're late, sucker. Get over here. So I'm glad they did. And remember, all of you, if you have any question at all, don't be afraid. Go to the irs.gov. It doesn't matter what's on your past. Punch in your numbers. If you're a living, breathing human being with a Social Security number, you're going to get a check, baby. Unless there's some drastic reason that the CIA has definitely got you on a list or some shit. I don't know. But just about everybody in this country is going to get a check. If they don't get one, I think you're making too much money. Anyway, that being said, thank you all to our guests and our family out there on YouTube and on Facebook and on Periscope Showtime. We appreciate you being here. Jane Wyman, thank you very much. Donald Savage, we appreciate you being here. And SD, thank you. We all just love having the conversation here, and that's where this family grows, is right there in that chat. So, Linda Lee Sullivan, you too, baby. Thank you very much. We love you. Take care. Y'all say goodnight. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night,
Night,
everybody.
everybody.
There you go, baby.
Stay safe out there.
There you go. Y'all come back now. You hear? Anyway,
You hear?
I'll have my rant for Monday. We'll find out what's going to cook. Something's going to break, and you can't keep hiding from the cameras forever. Anyway, there'll be shit to talk about. Come back Tuesday for our Blue Dot family meeting and enjoy and join in the conversation. And take a listen tomorrow. I'm sure Randy Kervin is going to have his show. Check him out on YouTube. Rant and Randy's True Patriots group. Randy uses his voice daily. And so check him out, give him a listen, and give him a like up there, and let him know you're there. And that's it. We want to thank all those names going by and those that donate. You do not have to. Nobody has ever been under any kind of requirement to join this family or be a member of this family. This is done out of the kindness of their hearts, and we truly, truly appreciate every one of them that does, because it keeps us going, baby. This is my job now. This is what I do. And I try to do the best that I can. We've grown this family, and if I wasn't making a dime, I'd still be doing it right here, the same way we have. The only reason you see anything behind me or around me is because of this family. This commander off to my right here keeps us in line every day, Commander Blue Wave. that is out of the love of Blue Dot family member, and he does indeed keep the deck handy, baby. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all take care, and we'll see you again here on Tuesday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Love all of y'all, and y'all take care. Good night now.
Good night.